I'm with Sergeant Thom Racine of the Cornwall Police Department and author of Constable Davy, A Future Lost. Tom, this was a work of love for you. How long did it take for you to compile the book?
Pretty much 22 months from start to finish. And I wanted it, I guess I found out about being an author or being a researcher that you just can't do it in a month or two, even though you had the story probably in the first couple of weeks. To do it right and to research it right, it took that 22 months. So it was a lot of fun though.
Now in acting, they say that the process is more valuable than the results. So from what I've heard from you during your whole journey in writing the book, it sounded like you had a blast.
It was a thrill. I think when I discovered the story of John Robert Davy, and then discovered the newspaper accounts from the old papers back in the 1890s, the whole story was there, but there was no picture. There didn't seem to be any family information on this man. He seemed to just be a guy who made shoes and leather belts and harnesses. One day decided to be a cop, and before the end of the first hour of his first shift, he was dead. So there was a romanticism to the story, but there was nothing more. So in order to do it right, I said, I want to see what he looks like. Somebody has to have a picture, and the quest to find his picture spun out the result.
Now, were you able to get some local research assistance, like museums and stuff like that?
I certainly was. I went to the library. I got a lot of help at the library. The girls there were phenomenal. The genealogy centers and the genealogists in town, the graveyards, all of them have records. The Cornwall Community Museum has a tremendous storage of records that you can go in and search. So there were lots of areas that I was able to go to, and you don't have to pay for a lot of this stuff. You just go in, and these people, it's what they do, it's what they love to do. And when you come in with a bit of a quest or a bit of a question, they're able to just simply say, yeah, let us help you. And that proved to be so beneficial. And then of course the internet now, and the fact that you have everything at your fingertips at your desktop helped a lot.
Yeah, I know when I did some research on downtown Pitt Street, Ian Bowering from the museum was very helpful. There's no charge, and it was amazing the things I discovered in the museum while I was there.
It's a vault of history that belongs to the city, belongs to the people, and it's something that you've got to go and see. Just like the old jail. I mean, if you walk through the old jail, and I know that you have, Jamie, the wealth of history and just the carvings, you can almost see those guys like taking a nail and carving their name into the wall. That's the type of history that you'll find in these places.
Now, the business of selling a book, it's not like it used to be in the old days where you'd submit a book and then all of a sudden you'd get a check for $4. You had to get it published, printed, and you've had an amazing result of sales for a book of this type of niche.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, to be honest. In the beginning, I knew that it wasn't just something, okay, my book is finished here, give it to a printer, and one of the big publishing houses is going to pick it up. That's just not the case. I mean, self-printing, self-publishing is the way to go with something like this. It's a local story, and yeah, there's been books sold to Germany and Ireland and throughout the United States and even Australia, but self-publishing was what I had to do with this and what I felt I needed to do. I hit it at a perfect time, at Christmas time, and the story was genuine, and it was one that I knew that people would like to hear about. And the results of that, before Christmas I had sold 400 copies, and my end result of my print run of 550 is gone, with the exception of a few that I have for online sales that are still trickling in, but I mean, I'm pretty much sold out, and I'm proud of that.
Do you have any advice for future writers or people that have a story that they feel compelled to tell in book form?
Yeah, never quit what you start. It may take 5 years, 10 years, like me, 22 months. But if you start something, continue on with it and see it to the end. If you're able, of course. I mean, but that's why I say sometimes you have to go away from it and come back. But in this journey, you surround yourself with good people, and by surrounding yourself with good people, The Writers Club, for instance, a lot of interesting people there that you can get little ideas from and share things, bounce things off of. Lots of avenues that are out there in the city, and lots of people who have the experience, who have written books before, and are kind of in love with their subject genre type thing, and they're able to, hey, if you really like this, or if you really want to follow that angle, this is what you do. They have all kinds of tips. So if you're starting out writing a book, if that, to answer the question, there's lots of people to be able to help you.
And for our viewers that want to find the book and purchase it, how do they get a hold of it?
Well, they can go to thomracine.com. The library has a few copies left, but thomracine.com, you'll be able to order it there, or at least send me an email if you're local, and I'll be able to get it to you. There aren't many left, though, so pretty proud of that.
All right, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks.